Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel. And today we are talking about the narcissist. In many times, in many cases, if you become ill or if you have a sickness or illness around a narcissist, it will become intensified. You will have complications. You will have to have surgery. And the reason for this is because the narcissist is preying for your downfall. The narcissist is preying upon whatever sickness or illness that you have that they know about. So, in many cases, it's best that you do not tell people when you have an illness or a sickness, especially if you know them to be um, wicked against you. They have a wicked design against you. They are envious or jealous of you. These people will pray against your downfall. They will pray for your demise so that you will never be able to get back up again, to hold them accountable, to, get well and thrive again in your own home. They want you to be enslaved to them. They want to be able to keep you sick. They want to be able to give you your medicine. They want to be able to issue you things that's going to make the situation worse. With these types of narcissists, you do not want to be sick or ill around these types of people. Those types of narcissists who want to keep you sick, especially when it is a parent and child relationship, in many cases, they will send the negative energy, the evil eye to that child so that the situation becomes worse, so that the child stays sick, so that they can have that ability to be able to siphon that energy and take care of the child. And we have to understand what kind of energy they are siphoning. They're siphoning the financial energy, they are siphoning the health energy, and they are siphoning the mental capacity of the person. So we have this understanding. My stomach is growling, guys, because it's still Ramadan. So if you heard that, don't even say nothing. So we are understanding that when these people want to keep you sick, they're going to, get some medication. They're going to make sure that they're taking you to the doctor. They're going to make sure that they pretend with other people to have sympathy for your symptoms, your situation, but in reality, they are happy. They are glad that you are sick. And they will try to, pretend to be the nicest people. They will try to pretend that they are the most patient people with you and the situation. But I've had people in my life that, absolutely wanted to make sure that, my sickness, was going to be forever. I had, family members that went to the doctor with me, and when they were telling them about, oh, she got to have surgery or whatever, and they were like, I could see the happiness on their face, like, yes, now that she's going to be down, I can get, all of the money. I can have control over the money. And these are some of the things that they would actually say to me, but I knew that God was going to bless me to get back up. And I would just be like, oh no, I handle all those business. I can handle that. Even from my sick bed, I was handling my own business, because these types of narcissists, they wanted to get to the money. There were certain narcissists around me that took my medicine. I didn't have the medicine that I was supposed to have. These types of narcissists are praying against you. They're praying for your harm. They're praying that you get sick and stay sick so that they can keep reaping that benefit, that benefit where you are, on them, that you have to come to them, that you need them. Okay, so these are the ways that we understand this. And I understand that some of you have gone through these types of narcissists before. They are definitely spiritual narcissists. They want to make sure that you take this medicine. They want to make sure that you stay addicted to the medicine, that you stay sick, that you stay enslaved to this system that they've created for you. And a lot of you out there have been diagnosed by the narcissist so they can put you on medicine. A lot of them, I've seen, mothers and fathers go to the doctor and tell the doctor, lies, tell the doctor that, this person is sick, and there's nothing wrong with the person. They just want to keep this person enslaved to them. They are actually spiritual narcissists. I've had mothers and fathers, and I forgot what you call those types of people who always think that they are sick. I've been around family members like that always wanted to go to the doctor, anytime that the child had a fever or any little thing, they would, want to go to the doctor. So these are the ways that they get attention. But in many ways, you will figure out that they will not go to the doctor for themselves. They want to send you to the doctor. They want to send someone, that they think is weak-minded, to the doctor so that they can control this situation. I've known people to live with their parents and live with their siblings most of their life because they're using this type of manipulation in their lives. And it is, is 7:17 on the clock, and it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy that a lot of you are on medication that you really don't need. A lot of you are on medication because the system has decided that, you can't be controlled, that you're ADHD, or you are, dyslexia, or you are, uncontrollable, unruly. And we want to see these things for what they are. We want to see these people for who they are. And many times these hypochondriacs, that's the word I was looking for. These hypochondriacs, they want to stay in this realm. They want you to stay there so that, they can make you sick if you're not sick. And I've had this on many occasions, and like I said, when I was younger, I could see a lot of the people, the parents, doing this with the school system in order to put their children on medication so that they can get a check, so that they can control this child, especially the male children, all of their lives, so that they would not have a woman in their life, so that, they would stay in their room and play video games. But a lot of them forgot that these children had to grow up. Okay? And when these males and females got to be adults and they could no longer control them and they had messed up their mind, then ultimately those children turned against them and became violent against their own parents. So, for some of you out there, you're going to have to wean yourself, away from these types of medicines that they put you on. You're going to have to test the water to make sure that you're not crazy. You're going to have to test the water to make sure that these people have enslaved you to your medication. These hypochondriacs, these are narcissists. These are narcissists that not only will enslave you to them, but they will ultimately, when you try to break away from them, they will try to unalive you. So we are, understanding what we're dealing with when we're dealing with these narcissists that want to keep you sick. They get very upset when you figure out that you're not sick, and you won't tell lies to, the therapist, the shrink. You won't tell lies to the doctor for them so that they can continue reaping your health and the financial benefit from that. And I know that this has probably hit home for a lot of you, and I hope that this has not triggered you. But if this has, please make sure that you're moving away and you recognize these types of hypochondriac narcissists in your life. So I hope you received this message. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. You can book your one-on-one life coaching session or your video chat session. Book your consultation so that we can get rid of these types of narcissists out of your life, and we can start the healing journey. Please like, share, and subscribe to me. Donate to my channel. I'm High Oracle Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.